And we are live.
Hello everyone and welcome to Nat One's D&D. I'm Dave.
I'm Erin.
And this is our one-on-one live play. We searched for one, failed in our searching, and we thought, might as well do one, show people how easy it is. We are running through Strixhaven, and we will be transitioning into Spelljammer, not specifically for reasons of enjoying Spelljammer, which I never played when I was younger, but because it gives us the most opportunities and variety. So we're going to do some cool stuff with that, hopefully. Previously, let's see, last week, the party went ice skating. And there was a group of people summoning monsters and pitting the monsters against each other. And someone pulled out a wand that had been influenced and summoned something that they didn't mean to. It attacked the party. Party dispatched it and found out that it was linked to some of the weird things that had been going on this year. Then they went off to the Strixhaven version of the rare books section, where things are haphazardly shelved and cataloged, sometimes not at all. And they dug around in there until they found the book they were looking for and two others that were of interest. And then they were attacked by a small construct. Actually, it was a large construct, if I'm not mistaken. It was size large. After dispatching that, they delivered the book and went home to do some research. By delivering that book to the professor that sent them looking for it in the first place, they were able to secure themselves extra credit on the next exam. And speaking of the next exam, I believe that's where we're starting this week.
I think so. I'm not entirely sure.
We ended last session with a little bit of a quandary that Lily was having. She finds herself in a position to date two people. And not shadily at all. The full consent of her current girlfriend. And she just found herself feeling a little bit weird about it. But just going to explore it, maybe explore why it makes her feel weird, and get to the bottom of that. So that's where we ended last week. It was a good spot to end.
It was.
So this week is 2 weeks later.
Okay.
So plus 10 gold to win for her job.
Alright. Just put my dice away. I think I have enough for all of the things that...
Between the two of us, we do. And you can borrow, and I will be borrowing.
I know, but I always feel bad about having to borrow and not being ready, so...
Oh, look at that. I don't have the notes for the exam phase. But, luckily, we are using D&D Beyond. And that is Roch here. Alright, because you are both in the same class, you're helping each other study, that's advantage on the roll.
Yep.
Two of you have guidance, you can give guidance, you both get a D4 for that. Keep in mind that, I need my tracking sheet here, there you go. Alright, keep in mind that this year, if you choose a skill to study with, that you have a D4 for your extracurricular, your job, or the 2 previous exams for this year. You can roll that on there too to get a success.
Yeah.
So, this study phase. Let's see, where's Lily? There hers is. Scroll up for her ability scores and skills. Right, so, this is a scrivening and symbology exam about augury.
Okay.
Augury is the examination of animal bones or entrails to determine the very near future.
Okay.
Please tell me what ability score or ability and skill combination you're going to use in your studying.
Charisma Arcana.
Charisma Arcana. Give it a roll.
Alrighty. So I have help and I have guidance.
Yep, to start with.
So we're gonna go with some dice I haven't used in a while.
Uh-oh.
I know. Which that turned out. So I was gonna joke I got the cat butt. I used the cat butt dice. But I was like, no, that'd be my luck. I'd actually get the butt on the die. But no. So that's 22 on the die plus 7, so 29.
29. All right, that is a success. Lily is going to go with... Oh, let's see. That would just be stupid. She's going to go with wisdom and persuasion.
Okay.
She is going to essentially be focused on the essay questions. So, let's see here. That's with help. That's with guidance.
You stole one. Oh, wait, you didn't. Never mind.
19. That's 28. So there's a success. So you both get 1 reroll.
Okay.
So mark that on your sheets. All right. So the next day is the test. And the test is a little bit more restrictive if you've been following along. Let's see. What we're going to do. Yeah. All right. So, the first ability check is choosing the most effective tools and methods for casting augury. This is an intelligence history check.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Intelligence history, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Extracurriculars give you a D4?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Gonna do guidance and help.
Okay.
Intelligence history.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
Cat butt.
Nope.
Oh. Oh, they're stuck. And give it a little shake.
Gotta roll them again though.
Didn't have to, but
They did not roll properly.
that's true. Cat butt. Oh.
Nope. 15, 17, and history.
Mm-hmm.
18. Do I want to roll? No, I'm gonna let it ride.
What is the total?
18.
18 is a pass. All right, Lily's turn.
Oh my goodness, kitty.
She is going to use her reroll.
Oh no. That's not good.
And got worse. She failed.
Oh no.
She failed the first half. Oh, suck.
I feel bad. Would you like my cat butt dice?
No. All right, so the second half is interpreting wheels and woes, reasoning out meaningful interpretations of cryptic scenarios paired with the results of auguries. Requires a successful wisdom insight check.
Are you coming up, buddy?
So I'll roll Lily first since you are being distracted.
Come on. Come on.
That's better.
That's a good boy.
And that is a
You
pass.
said wisdom
Insight.
insight. Okay. Somebody's excited.
Petey!
So that's a nat 20. 2 nat 20s. And a 2. So that's 22 on the dice, and then you said wisdom insight.
Mm-hmm.
So plus 5, so 27.
27. That's a fail.
Oh.
I'm joking.
If I failed with nat 20s. 2 of them, no less.
Hi, Petey. Can I see nuzzle? Hi, buddy. Oh, she grub. Okay.
I want the dice.
I know. I know. What the heck? All right. Fortunately for Lily, extra credit, which doesn't really mean anything for you, because you aced it. Extra credit means she passes both sections.
Does that mean that I get 3?
No,
or?
you get 2.
Oh, why?
You can only ever have 2. The third one is if you failed a section like Lily did, the extra credit would turn it into a success.
Oh. Well, that's... I feel like I wasted time.
Oh, no!
Got him.
Mommy got teams.
Wait a minute. Are you You're Petey.
I told you it's Petey.
I thought you were Miles for
No,
some
Miles is right
reason.
there. In him's spot.
Yeah.
Alright. So, yeah. Oh.
Hi, Petey.
So, because of the extra credit, Lily also aced the exam. Lucky her.
Well, that's good.
She's like, I don't think I did very good in the first part. So she's talking to you, comparing answers. Oh, nope, messed that up. Nope, messed that up. Oh, hopefully the extra credit's enough.
Hopefully. But, it's got to count for something, right?
Yeah.
What's up, baby boy? I don't think he knows what he wants. He's not really purring.
So, on your way out of class, Xanther comes running up. Lily! Lynn! Come quick!
Okay.
Quintilius is bullying Rabina. She tried walking away, but his fans surrounded them. She looks like she's gonna blow. You have to help her. If she attacks him out of anger, she'll be expelled.
Okay.
And he goes running off towards the biblioplex.
All right. Quintilius, that's the actor dude, right?
Yes.
Ugh.
Lily looks at Bubo, and Bubo goes flying off. And she follows.
Oh my goodness.
At the Biblioplex, there's a small crowd of students observing a smaller crowd, arranged in a ring around Quintilius and Rubina. When the larger crowd sees the party arrive, they all appear to sigh in relief. Quintilius is telling Rubina she's a talentless charity case, which is the only reason she was given the part, and that if he had his way, only Prismari students would be getting the lead roles, while members from other colleges would be limited to supporting roles. The party arrives just in time to hear Rubina scream in obvious rage and loudly challenge Quintilius to a sing-off. Quintilius scoffs and dismissively says no student of another college can match a Prismari student in singing. There are grumbles of outrage from the larger crowd, but he waves a hand at them dismissively as well, saying, facts are facts. There's no use catching feelings over it.
Mm-hmm.
Rubina sees you, the two of you arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Right about when Bubo arrives, medium size, carrying Lily's spear, and hands it to her, and then shrinks back down to tiny. Rubina notices the look in Lily's eyes, and it starts to look worried. And you look at Lily and see that she's about to stab Quintilius.
I put a hand on her to stop her.
Rubina gives you a look of thanks.
I just come up to Lily and I whisper in her ear, quietly so that nobody else can hear. We'll just give her some guidance, and we'll toss some barbs his way.
Rubina says to Quintilius, if you're too afraid to lose to a silver quill, then maybe you're brave enough to compete against a Quandrix, and gestures at Lily. Lily looks like she didn't quite catch what was going on.
Oh no.
She was a few steps behind you.
Uh-huh. I see. So she's going to try to have Lily duel for her. That's an idea. My idea still works because I have someone who can guide and I can barb.
Rubina says, you're afraid of a silver quill. Maybe Quandrix is a little bit more your speed. And Lily's like, what is she talking about?
You doing the sing-off for her.
A sing-off?
Yeah.
I can't compete against him. He's unarmed. Quintilius' face looked like it was reddening from embarrassment. Now it's in anger and says, oh no, you're on. 5 minutes, loser. And Lily's like, I mean, if you need the time to prepare, fine. I'll be over here waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at Rubina, and Rubina just like, sorry. She's like, no. This is fine. You stepped in for me at the last competition. The least I can do is defend your honor in return. Holds out her staff, and Bubo resumes medium size and takes it and holds it.
I send Vash over to perch on her shoulder.
Okay.
So that she can guide.
All right. So Quintilius goes off with his fans, who are ringing Rubina to keep her from running away. And they just seem to be listening to him. And he's issuing instructions.
Okay.
Not 5 minutes, but 10 minutes later, Quintilius spins on his heel and his fans start beatboxing.
Okay.
And he just starts walking forward, very exaggerated and very, very embarrassingly. He does a rap battle style set, pointing out Lily's hair, how she claims to be creative, but couldn't get into either college known for their students' creativity. He moves into a second verse about her father being a murderer and a thief, a pirate sailing the astral seas, kidnapping her friends for her because she is so bereft of charisma that she can't make her own friends. He finishes up with Lily being a philanderer and a cheat, casting speculation on her academic integrity, her magical ineptitude, and saying she's a thief like her father, who was probably behind all of the strange things happening on campus, in an attempt to build his daughter's reputation, wondering aloud if Lily will end up being a murderer like him too.
Okay.
He does not seem to get the support of the larger crowd of onlookers. There's claps and angry looks from his fans trying to egg the crowd on, and one or two of them do clap half-heartedly like they are successfully intimidated.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to be an opposed check?
Yeah.
Which means I'm not going to be able to give her advantage, but I can at least give him disadvantage.
The best you can do is cancel out the advantage he's getting from his fans.
I can make him re-roll a die, so.
Okay. So we will roll him. And you want him to re-roll?
Yeah, she's going to silver barb him, and she's going to burn a sorcery point so that she can do it subtly, so he'll never even see her cast the spell. He has to re-roll the highest die and take the lowest.
Okay. So because he has advantage, he re-rolled the highest die and still gets to take the highest of the two because it's with advantage.
Sure, because it says the triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
Right, but he has advantage and it's 2. So,
yeah.
And with that, Lily steps up.
And she has
Guidance.
Guidance, because Vash just kind of curls up against her and purrs and just kind of does a cute little meow.
Yep. And she gives her a scritch and looks at him and says, "That was adorable." And
I'll also give her advantage for whatever might come after this.
Okay.
So she has advantage for a minute after this.
So that can be used on an ability check, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so she can use it on this. So she then
So the weird thing, I don't mean to make it weird. It's just that you can only use silvery barbs when they succeed on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw.
Well, then you couldn't have used it in this situation.
Well, yes, I could, because if it was opposed and he succeeds, I could force him to re-roll.
No. Success is hitting a target number, not comparing checks. That's not how that works.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. That doesn't make sense to me. It seems like...
There's no DC and there's no armor class. It's just, is your check higher than mine or not? But it doesn't matter because both die were the same number when I rolled them. So your silvery barbs ended up not really doing much.
Oh, he rolled the same both times?
Yep.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
Okay. So then I guess she just doesn't use that spell point.
Okay, so don't do that.
And she does not have advantage.
Right, she doesn't have advantage because of that, but she does have advantage on the check because Rubina hands her a gift. She says, I was saving this for the end of the year, but you might find it useful. Gives her a peck on the cheek and backs up. It's a brooch that amplifies her voice for singing. So instead of like handheld, it's just in a brooch. So she just steps forward and begins singing a song that she herself wrote called Love is Love.
Cool.
And it's about loving those around you, respecting those different than you, and maintaining a higher path, all while dancing and playing her violin. After the first verse, Aurora, Cadoris, Lorene, Nora Ann, and Rosie all walk out of the larger crowd and follow what they've already seen of Lily's routine, performing as backup dancers to cancel out the disadvantage from Quintilius's fans heckling her.
That's cool.
At the end of the song, the backup dancers advance as one, standing with Lily in the most aggressively casual stances that you can remember ever seeing. So she's got a single, and then boom. And that is 24 versus his 14.
Cool.
And the larger crowd just erupts in cheers and mocking jeers at Quintilius and his group. You and Lily get one relationship point for Aurora, Cadoris, Lorene, Nora Ann, and Rosie.
Oh my gosh. Said Aurora?
Aurora, Cadoris, Lorene, Nora Ann.
Nora Ann. I don't think.
She was your RA the first year.
Okay.
And Rosie.
Okay.
Quintilius and his fans walk away in confusion. They're gone before anybody notices, which many do not because they are almost immediately forgotten. Lily kisses Rubina, which causes another round of cheers, which makes Rubina laugh.
That's so cute.
All right, so 2 days later, unless there's more you wanted to do there.
Mm-mm.
All right. So 2 days later is there's a party at Bow's End. Oh, the relationship tracker that I have up. Looks like I forgot to bring it up. Nope, there it is. Oh, let's see. So you have canceled out your -1 with Aurora with that.
Yep.
And you have enough to be
Friends.
beloveds with several others.
Yep.
When you're able to have you're able to have a third now. But because your proficiency bonus is +3.
I see.
And yeah, I think there's Lily right there. No, she didn't have a negative one with Aurora, so now she's at positive, which is cool. All right, so holy crap, my throat. Excuse me, guys. Right, so 2 days later, there's a big party at Bozen Tavern. You have all of your current friends, any new friends you made with that last display. And you find that you're getting to know people a little better than you had being students with them for 2 years. Aurora's not that bad. She's a little bit grim. Seems to revel in her dampier nature, but she doesn't look down at Lily for not. She says something to Lily about 2 years, lots of wasted time. They could have been pretty good friends. And Lily's like, well, we'll have to fix that now. I appreciate your help. And so, lots of rounds being bought for the two of you. You're celebrities on campus, handling problems and whatnot. Everybody's heard about the troubles this year, and Grayson's even written about it in the gossip column. That there's something going on campus, but Lily and Lynn have it handled. They even have working theories about what's going on, and they'll have this sorted out by the end of the year. Mark him.
Oh dear.
And so things like that. He even has a small section of his gossip column about an update on that. Pretty much every issue, every month or so, he updates what's going on. More clues found and stuff like that. And Mina is like, if you do sort out what's going on, I'm gonna have to interview for the Star.
I mean, depending on what it is, I don't know that the profs are gonna want it out in the open.
Well, it depends on what it is. They can't squash the press, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just remember, I'm here as a favor. That favor might disappear.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. You are a very good face for this university. You haven't done anything to embarrass them. In fact, you are the kind of person that they're proud of. So, you don't need to worry about that.
All right.
Trust me, I'm the older student here. So yeah, this one's about, just celebrating that, and it was a surprise. So this is why it's happened 2 days later.
Oh, the party?
Yeah.
Ah.
They surprised you guys with it. They figured if they did it right off the bat, you guys would kind of be expecting it. But people have to go home.
Yep.
It is the end of the year. So they had to do it soonish. You guys are hammered. Everybody's buying you drinks. It's like an open tab to the point where they set up an open tab for the two of you, and names have already been taken to contact for splitting your guys' tab.
Okay.
And that's how that's working. So your glasses and tankards are being kept full all night, and it's a large group of people that escort the two of you home and dump you into bed. And of course, your sidekicks are keeping watch, as they always do. And the next day, is the night before both Rubina and Mina leave
Okay.
for the summer. And
So-
Grayson.
So, one of the things Lynn wanted to do, I didn't realize that they were going to be leaving this soon, so we may have to do a little in
Okay,
between.
sure.
If you'll allow it, she was going to try to go to the docks and try to arrange for just a short sail for a picnic, silly thing out on the water
For
her and Mina.
okay, all right. So, picnic date out on the water.
Yes.
Okay, they've got Hi, sweetie. Lay down somewhere, will you? You're too big to come up here. Come on. Lay down for daddy, okay? Thank you. There are boats you can charter, like fishing boats and whatnot. There aren't any pleasure crafts.
Okay.
But excuse me, you can pick out the one that looks the nicest, is in the best condition, and the captain will clean it up. You can clean it up with prestidigitation, and it won't be terrible.
Yeah, I'll bring like a blanket.
But they're like
pillows.
they are pleasure craft in that they are chartered fishing, so they don't go out with nets
Okay.
and slather the whole place in guts.
Mm-hmm.
Laura says, "That is not how we do things, Mommy. I am not a kitten."
Come on. You're gonna do it. I see.
That's a good girl. Oh my gosh.
Hi. It's our Cyclops.
That's my baby.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Laura. Such a pretty girl.
It's a pretty baby.
Hi, sweetie. This is our dice goblin.
Yeah. This is the original dice goblin of the house, as far as felines go.
This is silly baby. But yeah, these are for like sports fishers and
Okay.
whatnot. So they're not gonna be gross. They have to be attractive to people who want to do that sort of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, they'll be nice.
How much is that going to cost?
That is going to be for an afternoon, about 100 gold.
More than I was hoping, but I think I can afford it. Lara, you're in
My eyes
the,
are getting a little grainy.
you're in the way, baby.
Yay, Laura gets on camera. Do you see Mommy on the screen, pretty? She's also our original screen cat. She likes to watch us play video games.
I'm actually not sure unless I dip into party funds if I'll have enough.
Well, you guys haven't split up party funds yet, so as long as you don't take
More than half?
more than half of what's there, it's yours anyway.
Yeah.
Just make a note. Is that yours? Silly girl. You guys can't really see her very well.
Lara. Hey, sweetie. Wrong direction. There we go.
There's his very brief cameo. Says, "I sees you, Mommy."
I know. I has to move you though because you're. I know. It's okay. I'm not
Says,
gonna.
"No, Mommy, I don't like."
I know. I'm not gonna let you fall though. I promise. I promise. I would never let you fall. I know. Mommy's
Someone has
lap
already
is-
gotten nervous.
I know, sweetie. My lap is not very good for laying on.
Need some reassurance, pretty? Here you go, baby. Just sweet kitty. Alright, so you doing it or what?
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but figure out a way to make it back.
Okay.
So.
All right. So 100 gold. So you take her out, and she's like, "Are we fishing?"
No.
What are we doing?
We're just getting.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll take her out to a pretty point that I've scouted.
Okay.
It's not too far out, but
Mhm.
also not too close to shore. Are you good? Are you good? I know, honey.
Well, you're not piloting this.
Oh.
This is an owned and captained vessel.
Okay. Well, then
Yeah.
I'll have...
It's only a crew of 1, though.
Yeah. Well, I'll have had him... worked with him to pick out a pretty spot that's not too far out, but not too close. Are we stirring up cat hair?
No, just my eyes are still grainy from poor sleep over the night. They've been kind of grainy all day.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a pretty baby. Oh. Someone is in a very rare,
Lovey mood.
lovey mood with Mama. Yeah.
Okay, so now what?
And once we get out there, she'll set out the blanket and some pillows and start setting out a
You
meal.
brought food.
It's a picnic.
Okay. Usually picnics on dry land.
I know, but this is what I know.
All right.
And I miss it. It's pretty out here. I thought I'd share with you what I see.
Okay. So you're hanging out,
Oh, goodness.
having lunch.
Yep, having lunch, just chatting, enjoying. I'm going to make an unhappy Lara. She's got long nails and I need to trim them
Yes,
quickly.
she does. I mentioned yesterday she's got daggers.
I didn't hear that. It's okay, baby girl.
Such a good baby.
I know that one. Oof, that one is really problematic. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Almost done. Almost done. We just have the one more. I know. I know you don't like this, but this makes it easier on Mama. Good baby. Such a pretty baby. There we go. That'll do for now.
Gripping storytelling.
Sorry. No, that's not it. So yeah, just chats with her about what her plans are for the summer.
What?
Just nothing.
Roll percentile for me.
Oh, jeez. As she's trying to figure out how to explain it. 22.
Your mark starts to burn,
That's unusual.
and the whispering gets loud. To the point where you're having trouble hearing Mina. She's looking really concerned. She's trying to talk to you. You barely hear what she's saying. And then
I try to just be like, it's alright, it'll pass.
give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, jeez. Roll well for me, guys.
This is not something you can get guidance on or help.
Can I use my beloved inspiration to at least make it a straight roll?
That you can.
Okay. Don't fail me now. You've rolled well so far tonight. That's not bad. Said perception?
Mm-hmm.
That would be an 18.
You see what looks to you like a galleon falling from the sky, trailing smoke.
I point it out to her.
Oh, where's that? She does some quick mental math. That's going to be far outside the harbor when it hits, assuming they can control it. And then, just in case someone else hasn't seen it, we should probably head back.
Yeah.
And the whispering stops.
So,
Mm-hmm.
when I get like that, as we're heading in,
Okay.
she's watching it, but she's sort of talking aside to Nina. She's trying to keep an eye on it. It's like, is it still falling, or is it fallen by now?
It's banked, and it's trying to go in a
circle to get itself
in a
more...
spiral, trying to go straight down the water.
Uh-huh. Can I recognize anything about it? Color...
You've never seen it before.
Okay, but...
You've definitely never seen a ship that looks like it should be in water, navigating the sky with no apparent way to keep it aloft.
Okay, but can I see any kind of colors or anything about it, or is it too far out?
It's too far out.
It's too far out. So while we're headed back in, she just says, so, when I get like that, it's acting up.
I figured.
And I've noticed it tends to act up when something's up. It acted up before that. It acted up before that attack with the three-headed monster.
Okay.
It acted up before the... What was that monster that reproduces by...
The slod.
It acted up before the slod
Okay.
incident. So, it's hard to hear you sometimes. If you see me like that, it's probably a good indication that something's up around or nearby.
Okay. Just because it's happened in those times doesn't mean that's the only times it's happened for you.
I know, but I'm just saying, it's happened enough to where...
I mean, yeah, it has happened during those times, but it's more... you're not sure if it's coincidence or not.
Well, I'd rather not take any chance.
Okay.
It might end up being nothing.
I mean, just the other day, it drowned you out while you were singing in the shower. Well, almost as if it hates your singing voice or something. Or it was negging you. So, nothing else happened other than that.
Okay, well, this is news to me, because...
Well, I don't
Okay.
play it out every time it happens to you.
Okay. Well, she says, it's not always, but... I would just rather... be cautious.
Okay, not sure how to do that, but I'm game.
I don't know either.
Well, if we're being cautious, maybe we should be on dry land, so it's good that we're heading back. Wouldn't want to drown.
Yeah, I guess. And she looks at, I'm assuming, the barely touched picnic.
Well, you guys continue to eat on your way back.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing.
I know.
You just had to ruin that, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
I had this cool idea for a sweet date, and you have to ruin it. I see.
I'm not the one who chose that. It's not me.
Well, it's only supposed to act up when she uses it. So...
It doesn't say anything about it whispers only when she uses it.
No, it does say that.
No, it doesn't. It just says it whispers.
I'm pretty sure that's... No, that's not right. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I know.
You still didn't have to do that. I maintain that.
I know I didn't have to.
And you did. You ruined a perfectly
did.
sweet, romantic
I
moment. You suck.
All right, so you guys get back. Because you guys were so far out.
It takes a little while.
No, nobody at the harbor saw it.
Oh.
So you tell the harbor master sends someone for the Dragon Guard, and someone else running to ships that are docked for volunteers to go potentially rescue.
Uh-huh.
And people are getting organized to help.
Can we head back out and finish our date?
Um,
That feels bad, but we've done the best we can. We can't do anything else here.
I mean, if you want to, but Mina's kind of worried about going out. You just had an episode.
I'm fine.
You still haven't nailed down what triggers these, and it looked like you were in pain for a moment.
And what if there is no discernible trigger? What if I never find out?
Have you tried to see?
How would I try? Other than just observe and try to catch patterns.
I don't know. I'm worried.
Well, the only...
I'm not trying to antagonize you. I'm worried.
And I understand that, but I don't want to let this rule my life. And the only people who would potentially know anything about it are on another world and would see me dead if I bring it up.
Okay. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm just worried.
Yeah, I know, but this wasn't a cheap date. That's all. I'm just... Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, she walks you back to your place and says, I'm gonna go home.
Alright.
Just rest.
I'm... Alright.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You guys do have plans. It's you, Mina, Lily, Rubina, and Grayson are doing a quiet dinner and spend time together in the apartment.
Okay.
And they're bringing dishes that they cooked and stuff like that. And so yeah, you guys have a fireplace. Fire's built, and you guys are just hanging out. Grayson's sitting on the couch. Lily's laying with her head in his lap, with a pillow propping her up a little bit, and Rubina is laying against her. So it's like a 3-tiered thing.
I feel like the fourth wheel.
4th and 5th, because Mina's there with you.
Yeah.
You and Mina are on the opposite couch. There's a coffee table between the two couches. This is designed to be a college apartment after all. Mm-hmm. Couches are more efficient seating. And you guys are just having a pleasant evening. Just hanging out, talking. Sea air and spring flowers blowing in through the open windows. It's quiet, comfortable. Everybody's going to be busy in the next coming days, right up until they all leave. And this is your last chance to just hang out and be together. All 3 of them have to leave either the next morning or sometime during that day. You guys do have other friends on campus that are going to be there straight up until the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are going to be leaving sometimes during.
Okay.
But it just so happens this year that your closest significant others are going to be leaving on the same day. So you all decided, we'll have something quiet. Make food from home. So Grayson made kind of a shepherd's pie kind of thing. He says that he's never had it, but this is what he could scrape together from with help from Talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the sort of thing that back home is most associated cuisine-wise with his home country. And Lily makes a very simple fish dish.
Okay.
Made of like 6 different kinds of fish that all just seem to be the catch of the day down at the docks. So it's a very fish medley kind of situation. But it all seems to work. You recognize the sauce, heavily rum based.
Uh-huh.
So there's rum, spiced rum mostly. So there's some spices that you wouldn't think would go well with fish.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's potatoes and a couple of turnips. Super basic stuff. Super basic stuff.
Okay.
But it's tasty. It's hearty. She didn't make a ton of it. This is more of a, a
like
sample.
A sampler type
Yep.
thing.
Mina decided to help you with yours.
Oh dear.
Because she says that she always had her nose in books or research or writing and never really paid attention to what her parents set in front of her most of her life. So she literally, and she looks super embarrassed, but cannot for the life of her remember with any clarity. No food sticks out.
Okay.
She doesn't have a favorite.
Okay.
She doesn't have a, oh, I love it when my mom cooks that kind of thing. And her family was kind of well off. Her father's a merchant.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother is a clerk for the government. And, whatever is the easiest and least difficult to prepare is what they tend to do at home.
Mm-hmm.
So she helped you with something that you would make
Okay.
instead. So what do you think?
I have no idea what kind of food is typical in her home city.
Well,
I mean,
the family mostly revolves around sea trade.
yeah, and
So,
with Lily doing a fish dish, I don't
Yeah.
necessarily want to do.
well, sea trade and diplomacy, mostly setting up contracts for sea trade.
Mm-hmm.
So something to pass could be
I'll pick.
a bottle of something to drink.
I'll try to recreate something that oh gosh, because she used to do smuggling basically,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
And,
In a previous life, I don't know if she got into that with this one.
well, she did discreet shipping with this one.
Did she?
Yes, she was on the ship that did discreet stuff.
Oh, I wasn't aware that we moved that into this version of Lynn. But okay. Continue.
I thought we did because
Continue.
now I'm confused.
Oh no! No, it's fine. Continue.
I was just gonna say something that she came across in like the Lazar Principalities or something.
Okay. Okay. There's a lot of unique stuff out there, like that captain's drink made of seaweed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they'd have that was unique cuisine. Make something up.
I don't know. I don't know. I legitimately don't know.
I'm sorry I did this to you. I put you off.
It's alright.
So anyway, everybody comes up with something. It's tasty. It's informative, learning about everybody's homes. And conversation splits off to the intimate groups. So you and Mina are just talking about stuff. And she's like, well, thank you for yesterday.
You're welcome.
We'll have to go back out there next year.
Maybe.
What? It's outside.
Yeah, I know, but it's not windy, so... nothing. I don't know that... Yeah, it's alright.
Okay, but it was pretty. We should go back.
We should, but it's not... It took a lot of my savings.
I mean, I didn't say the exact same way. We can go out there, just the two of us.
On what?
Maybe I'll rent a rowboat and I'll row you out there. You don't know? I'm getting pretty buff lugging all these books around. Or maybe we'll dominate Greta and force her to row us out there.
I don't know.
Or we could borrow Bubo for a while. I'm sure Bubo could handle it.
I mean, if we're gonna go that route, we can just have Vash grow large enough to fly us somewhere.
Could. It looked like there was a nice peninsula out there with a secluded spot that the best way to get to is flight. And we could watch the sunset while we have a picnic. It had a nice view of the west.
We'll have to do that. Maybe when you get back.
Like I said, next year.
Next year's your last year, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
What are you doing after?
I don't know.
Gonna leave me alone my 4th year?
I mean, if life pulls me in that direction, I'm actually hoping that I can get a minor teaching position out here and continue some research that I'm independently working on.
Oh, about what?
About altering the vocal components of spells to customize the effects.
Oh, I remember you mentioned that before.
Yes. It's a private project.
Ah.
So it's still the best library I've found for that.
If it works out, are you gonna publish a book of all of your spells?
Oh no, I'm going to go on tour and just set up like little lectures for profit.
Ah, I see.
Like little mini degrees or certificates, and people are going to have to pay me to hear it.
Where are you thinking about touring?
All over. I mean,
just Strixhaven or parts farther?
as far as I can go. There's all kinds of things I can see out there.
I could maybe get you a gig at one of the colleges on my world. I have connections.
You used to have connections.
Unless my connections have died, I still have connections.
But don't they think you're dead?
I don't know what they think. I was Stolen by a dragon.
I mean, most people stolen by dragons who never show back up again went into whatever fuels their breath weapon.
Yeah, but people have disappeared and shown up years later. I mean, we've still had people occasionally, admittedly not often, but occasionally showing up that had been lost during the war. Besides,
You thinking like this, though, scares me. It's dangerous for you back home, isn't it? For several reasons, she glances at your chest.
so one, I'd have to be topless for them to find out about. And the other, my understanding is it takes them a while to realize anything. They're slow. They view time differently.
Hmm.
So, if I happen to pop around for a week or two, they may not even notice.
Well, I hope so. I get the impression that dragons rely on agents who view time the same as the people they're supposed to be watching. They certainly do around here.
Yeah, well, won't know unless I try.
This is true.
And I certainly wouldn't try without a means to leave quickly if I need to.
You'd still have to find a way to get there.
Well, I found a way here, didn't I? If I made it here, I can make it back.
That's true. Oh, so, geez, I completely skipped over it because things got a little awkward. That was Lily's dad's ship
Oh,
that was falling out of the sky.
interesting.
It's being repaired. He's not visiting with you right now because Lily put her foot down and said, no, we had plans. Getting in. I will see you after. And he was okay with it. He was like, no, of course. I don't want to interrupt your life in any way. I'm going to be preoccupied mostly the next coming weeks in getting my ship fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, this was just the closest port of call. And she says, good. She was also pretty worried about him when she found out. But her two significant others are taking up her attention now with them leaving and one relationship being practically a couple of weeks old.
Yeah.
And already going to be separated. So, but yeah, getting to know different things. She's asking Rubina and Grayson, from what you've been overhearing little bits of, just more about where they're going that's home. And she deflects most of their questions about where's home.
Mm-hmm.
And come to think of it, she's done that with you too. Mostly. Very vague stuff about
Rubina or Lily?
Lily.
Ah.
It just dawns on you that she's done that to you too.
Mm-hmm.
Very vague stuff about vampires being in control and recruiting just through Dampiers. In fact, she's told that little tidbit. Like, that's the only thing you remember. No other specifications about what home is like. And you can tell Grayson's kind of, every time he asks a question, and she kind of deflects and asks somebody else something, he's starting to, because he's got that reporter's mind, you know? He's like, that was not an answer. But he's trying not to ruin the evening and whatnot. But yeah, as happy as the mood keeps spiking up into, the impending separation keeps dragging things back down. To the point where Lynn gets an idea that, we're going to have like cozy evenings like this, not in the last week of the year. Next year, Like, we should do this more often. Cozy stuff instead of, spending on dates and trying to do events. Just hanging out.
Friday nights from now on.
And before you know it, it is time for those who are leaving first thing in the morning to go home. And to kind of draw things out, you all decide to just everybody walk together. Because, lo and behold, all three of the significant others are Silver Quill students.
Okay.
So, just a walk to the campus, a meander in the evening air, the early spring, hearing the night animals come out calling, and you see a possum walking by with several babies clinging to her. Shiny eyes look in your direction and then goes off under some brush. And I'm talking more stupid gravel. I gotta stop snacking on rocks, man. So, yeah, you drop off Grayson first, and Lily kisses him goodnight, and he makes a crack about isn't he supposed to be walking her to the door? And she's like, not with my reputation. And he goes in, and you guys head off towards Mina's dorm, or apartment. She's in an apartment with a couple other third years. And you happen to notice that Grayson had kind of stepped back away from the door and is just watching you guys walk away. With a thoughtful look on his face before he turns around. You drop Mina off. Lily and Rubina wait at the sidewalk. So I'm going to miss you, and I'm going to worry about you every day I'm gone.
Don't worry about me. I will be fine.
I know. You can take care of yourself. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I know.
And she gives you a kiss.
I give her a kiss back.
Says I have to get up in the morning.
Or you could just stay up all night.
I am not a freshman anymore.
All right.
Go. Your roommate's waiting for you.
All right.
As weird as this year has been, it's good that there's the two of you to walk home together. Thank you for walking me to my door.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the rest of the food that I brought.
Pay attention to what you eat. I want to try something.
Okay. I will do my best. Although it might be nothing more than like a piece of bread and meat on it while I'm studying. And you and Lily walk Rubina home. And she's closer to Mina at that point. So Lily gives her a kiss goodnight. And they laugh about something. And Lily waits until she can't see her inside anymore. What are we going to do this summer?
I have no idea.
I'm worried.
About?
My dad's ship not being repaired before the next school year, and he's hanging around all summer.
Well, we could just go for a road trip.
Where?
I don't know, pick a direction and walk and see what we come across.
Walking is not a road trip.
Okay.
We'd need, like, a coach or horses or something.
I mean, we could check and see if there's a caravan or something, like a trading caravan, and just join up.
You know? Why don't we join up with Dad's crew? For the summer.
Weren't you... But
You miss the sea.
I do, but you're concerned that they're not going to be seaworthy the entire summer, so... And you were worried about your father being stuck here all summer. So...
Right, but
what would we do?
we would work a ship. You used to do that?
I did, but it's not the same thing when it's being repaired and not going someplace. And
I mean,
doing
I'm sure it'll be
something.
fixed soon. I was kind of just stressing about Dad hanging out all the time, but this actually is an opportunity for you to get back out there.
And for you to be around your dad who drives you crazy.
I'm willing.
But you... My head hurts. You did not like the idea of him being stuck here all summer, which made
He
me
would be
think...
bored out of his mind, but if he's working, that's a different person. I know my dad. Bored dad is crazy. Hard to deal with. Grumpy. Losing money dad? Worse. Making money dad? Much better.
You don't think that that's going to make it harder for you to say no to him when he can potentially see your skills or possibly even lack thereof of the ones he thinks you should have?
I've picked up some spells. Some spell casting is all he wanted. And I've got some.
Okay, so then that...
I've got a familiar now. I'm way more of a spellcaster than he ever hoped I'd be.
So that tips the scale in him...
I'm not done with school yet. He can't.
Sure, fine.
It's gonna be fun.
But I expect to be paid.
Of course.
And at least as much what I was making at...
That might be a hard sell because sailors don't make that much.
True, but
But-
I'm experienced.
Not only are you experienced, but you are also... You've got an in with the boss. I'll see what I can do. Come on. I'm Daddy's little girl. I've got some pull.
Sure.
Great. Now, about that. And she hooks her arm in yours. There might not be a lot of water.
I thought this was supposed to be sailing.
I mean, it is.
Are you lying to me?
I'm not. I mean, there will be some water at ports. But you saw how the ship fell out of the sky.
Yeah.
It flies between worlds.
Aren't you worried that we won't make it back here in time?
Oh, we'll get back here in time. We've got 2 months. We just say, hey, get a quick cargo, because Dad's going to need to make a quick buck to recoup the repairs. So he's going to get a quick cargo, a quick drop off, another quick cargo, and come back here to drop his darling daughter off for school.
All right.
You'll see some amazing things.
Mm.
And maybe learn a little bit of how you got here. And maybe a little bit more about your roommate than she's been comfortable saying.
Are you trying to tell me that home isn't anyone's spot for you?
You'll see. And she starts just walking arm in arm with you, heading back to the apartment.
Well, I better go to the store then and get that item before we go.
You've got time, it doesn't expire.
Yeah, but if we're going to be out and about, and I can get something helpful.
Well, we'll see. And the whispers kick up again. But they're low. They don't seem to be increasing this time. And then they stop.
So do they seem like they're pleased, or do they just...
You've never been able to determine an emotion with these whispers.
Doesn't mean that it couldn't have changed.
Let's see.
Oh, it couldn't. They have their heads upside down.
I need a wisdom saving throw from Lynn and Celebash.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw, huh? Okay. That's gonna be a 10 for Lynn. And for Salavesh, that is a 13.
Okay.
I think. Oh wait, no. Hold up. A 10 for Lynn. I wish I could switch these dice around because it might do better for Lynn. And a 16 for Salavesh.
Okay. Now I need initiative.
Initiative.
Yep.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Lynn?
Nat 20 would have been nice to have last roll for 23.
Okay, and Vash.
15.
Thought I rolled them for these Nope. Alright, so roll them.
There's one kitty unaccounted for. I'm a little worried about that, but he's probably like in the closet.
Pete went to the closet.
Okay.
Or the kitty cave. Either way. Alright, so the image I sent you.
Oh. Let me just bring that up.
Yep.
Over the battle mat?
Temporarily, yes.
Okay. I just read the text of what it is.
So, two of those creatures
2? Mm-hmm. Oh.
come skittering out from behind a building, and their eyes are locked right on you.
Oh, lovely.
And they are... Oh, man. I don't want that all over my fingers. So I need to stop doing that. And they are about... Let's see. You guys are walking... on that path.
Should I show the battle camera again?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are walking on that path.
Okay.
And there's a building over here. You're not sure what it is. And they come out
around the corner.
Around the corner. There. And there.
Okay.
And this is all lawn. And you get the feeling that that was the end of their movement, because they don't move any closer.
Okay.
And you guys are surprised, but they're at the end of the initiative. So, next round, it's Lynn's turn.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to cast Mel's Minute Meteors.
Okay.
And I'm going to send them both at this point.
Okay.
So I need...
What's the range of the spell that you can throw?
120.
Oh, it's well within that, yeah. So, dex saves?
Yep, 14.
Fail.
Both of them?
Yep.
Cool.
Lily's like, oh, I was hoping they'd show.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. She just kind of gives you a crazy grin.
Not as great. Oh, yeah, that's not very good at all.
Cat butt!
Yep. 7 points of fire damage to both of them.
7?
Yep.
Okay. Double checking to see if they have resistances, which they don't. So 7 points, huh?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Moving.
Yeah. I'm gonna back off the path a little bit.
Okay. Cool. Done?
Yes.
All right. Bubo's up. And goes there. Streaking like a blue meteor. Trailing polygons, which catch up to him as fast as he moves.
Wow.
And just right there in front. And that's all he can do.
Oh, that's gonna make it hard for Vash to bless all of us.
Lily pops out her bow and takes aim. Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot to put her bow. On her character sheet again.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Short range is 150. So she's got this. D8 piercing. I can do everything else by hand. So she has 2 attacks. So she goes 2 arrows. So that's a 24 and a 17. Which are both hits. Those are D8s. Yep, I can't stunning strike with a bow. So yeah, 5, 6. That's 10 points of piercing to that one. For 2 arrows. And then she moves to there, spending a key point for Step of the Wind to get the rest of the way. Switching to her spear from her bow on the way. Actually, she's going to go there. All right. Vash's turn. Nope, she can make it all the way over here. So she'll do that.
Okay. Okay. Of course, she was on Lynn's shoulder, so
Mm-hmm.
she comes out small and yeah, it's just gonna go as far forward as she can, which is 70, right?
80.
80?
No, wait. Yeah, move in action. 40 foot, 80.
Okay. So she'll make it up to there.
Mm-hmm. Done?
And she'll go actually there.
Okay. So the black mage hunter goes 1, 2. What's your movement? I saw it. I just saw it. There it is. 3. Draws a attack of opportunity from Lily, who misses. 4. Draws one from Bubo. Natural 20. So Bubo is still small, so that's a d4 plus 1.
It's a d4 plus 5.
It's not d4 plus 5.
It's 4 plus 1 plus a d4.
Oh, right. Yep, it is. 7 points to that one. Let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4.
20 feet.
25, 30, 35. Draws one there.
Vash will take a swipe. Let's see. That is a 19.
Hit.
For 3 points of force.
3 points. So what was that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, lovely.
And concludes its turn.
Uh-huh.
And then it is Lynn's turn.
Yeah. Well, I can't double hit these things, but, yeah, I need, a dex save out of it as she throws an ice knife at it.
Okay.
Oh, and I need to roll a hit against it.
All right.
Ooh. Why you couldn't have stayed that better one.
14.
I just made it. Damn it. And that was a 15 to hit?
Yes.
Alright. So it takes D10 of damage from the dagger.
Okay.
But must succeed on a dex saving throw or take damage. So it doesn't take any damage from the explosion.
Okay.
So that's 8 points of piercing damage from the dagger.
Alright.
And then she's gonna throw 2 meteors at it with her bonus action.
Nice. So, dex save for each.
Yep, DC 14.
Made it with one, failed with the other.
Alright, this is the one that it failed.
Nate's telling the little kitties, stay put, guys. She won't let us get it anyway.
I rolled off the mat, so the wheel doesn't want to come up very easy.
Oh no.
Stupid thing. Sorry, guys. To adjust my blanket because I get cold. Alright, so once again, this is the half damage one. So 7 points halved to 3,
Okay.
and then this is the full damage one. And these are all fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
10 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Yes, that's a 5.
Good job. Now what?
Yeah. Crap. Nope. Best she can do.
Okay.
Well,
That's farther away from it.
is it?
Yep.
It's 5. It's 5 no matter what.
Oh, okay.
Because when it moves forward one,
Yeah.
it's going to move to here.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's going to try to get closer to her companions.
Okay.
Oh, hey. Maybe missed this, but we didn't do anything for this one. This one came after her,
Oh, we didn't. No. I totally forgot.
so.
So now we take its turn.
Okay.
So put yourself back over there,
Alright.
because this might affect where you move. It is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and take the attack of opportunity, which is a hit. So it's a D10. Ugh. That's 3 points of piercing. It was a pathetic one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, it would have come for you there too.
That way?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Lily's cursing now. Fuck!
So that's where she would have gone.
Okay. Alright, Bubo's turn. Bubo grows to medium. And goes there. And he's done.
Okay.
Lily swaps for her bow and fires at the black one. Misses and hits. Actually, missed by enough. She's going to blow 3 points to be a hit, which she has an ability to do. So she is going to do... She's going to have 2 hits on that. 15 points of piercing damage. And then she is going to go. There. Burning a point for Step of the Wind to get there. And she's out of key points. Switching back to her spear in the process. Actually, no, because she used her free object interaction to switch to her bow. So she still has her bow out. All right, that's Lily. Vash's turn.
Well, yeah.
Go there and bless.
Yep. It's the best you can do.
Bonus action to increase to medium.
Yep.
D4 in attacks and saves.
Yep.
All right. She hitting everybody?
Yes.
Lynn too?
Yep. She's going to need it because she's going to end up sympathetic bonding or warding bonding someone.
Okay.
So she'll need it for her concentration checks.
All right. So that's Vash's turn.
Now it's the creature's turn.
Draws at 10 feet from. And that's a miss. 10.
Add a d4.
Um,
Would it make a difference?
maybe. On the nose, 15. Yep. So that's a d6 for the unarmed strike, and that's 5. Good call. So shit, that's 10 feet. 15. 20. 25, drawing from Bubo. I think that hits. Nope. Oh, wait, no. 9 plus 6, 15 on the nose. Nice. Bless is turning out to be clutch. Medium is 2d4, right? 2d4 plus 1.
I believe so.
Yep.
Yep.
7 points of force damage to it. It's looking hugely fucked up by the time it gets to you.
Good.
And now it is going to multi-attack.
Oh, lovely.
That is a 21 and a 26.
I will take one of those and silvery barbs it. So
And it's a miss. So 1 hit.
1 hit. And I'm gonna give myself the advantage.
Okay. $14 points of slashing damage.
How much?
14 slashing.
Ow. Okay.
All right. That is that. This one. And it is done. It can't do anything else. Back to Lynn.
Okay. Can I see this point here?
Yes, you can see it.
Okay. So I will send my last 2 meteors there.
Okay.
I need...
2 dex saves from each.
Yep.
All right.
Have it be this one first.
Yep. Black failed one and made the other.
Okay. We'll roll the damage for him then. So the failed one is 8 points, so 4 points of fire.
4 points of fire.
Oh wait, yeah. So that was the half damage one, the one that it succeeded on. And then this is
So that total was 8.
That total was 8,
Yep.
halved
So
to 4.
roll another for that total, because it's 1 die roll per meteor, and the other it's also applied to the other one.
Oh. Yeah. I'll write that down then for now.
No, I just wrote 8 down.
You wrote 8 down?
Yep.
Okay. And then 11 points on the one.
The one that it failed.
The one that it failed.
So
that one took.
It took 15 points.
15 points
It's
of fire
dead.
damage. Good.
That one is dead. The other one made both of them. So it takes
4 and
9
6.
points of fire damage.
Oh yeah, 4 and 5, so 9 points of fire damage. So that was my bonus action.
Okay.
Silvery Barbs, Meteors is now depleted.
Mm-hmm.
And then, which ended her, was that a constant? That was a concentration. Silvery barbs is an instantaneous. Okay, cool. So that concentration spell no longer there.
Okay.
To be replaced with Cloud of Daggers. A cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. So, right here.
Okay.
So that's 44 slashing damage when it is...
Needs to make a dex save?
No.
No?
So, Cloud of Daggers takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Just period.
Just period. So it's going to take 44 now, and it's going to take 44 next.
Okay, roll it.
Which is 6, 7, 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay, it's going to use its reaction to have it.
Okay.
To 4 slashing damage, and you need to make a dex save.
Okay. $16.
All right. That was it.
Uh-huh. And she's just gonna...
Hang.
All
right. Bubo grows too large.
Oh, wait. Oh, yep. I was right.
Then moves up and attacks it. Nope, wait. Grows to large. 5, 10, 15, 20. And gets a +2. Misses. His turn is done.
Okay.
Lily is going to switch to her spear and attack.
Don't forget the D4.
All right, both hits. 14 points of piercing. And then she's going to make her unarmed strike. Natural 20, which is a d6. That's 10 points of bludgeoning.
Her damage is D6?
Yeah.
So it's 6 plus... What did she roll on the D6?
It was a 2.
That's 8 and then plus 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do math.
I know you can. It's just you've forgotten a few things tonight.
Lily is done. Vash's turn.
Yep. Okay. Vash is actually...
This thing's looking pretty messed up too.
Yeah? Vash is going to bonus action grow the same size as that creature. And then she's going to, let's see here. Move here.
Okay.
And she
Gets a +2 to her attack if she attacks.
Yep, which she's going to do.
Okay.
She's going to try to knock it prone.
Okay.
She's not going to get +2 to that, is she?
No.
Okay. Oh well.
It's just a strength
It's a
check,
strength
which she gets advantage on.
athletics, which she gets advantage on.
Yep. It's actually athletics.
Yeah,
It's
strength
athletics versus athletics or
acrobatics.
acrobatics.
Yep.
It has neither in proficiency, but it is stronger than it is dexterous. So I will give it an athletics check. Opposed roll.
Oh, that is garbage. 10.
24.
Oh. You're kidding me.
Nope.
Oh, well.
And she's done.
Yep.
Alright. It goes. It
Takes a D44 damage. Because it's still in that spot.
Yep, roll it.
At the start of its turn. Ugh. That one needs to be re-rolled. $11 points of slashing damage.
It's gonna have it with its reaction. Give me a dex save.
For Vash or for Lynn?
For Lynn.
Oh, that's 20 on the dice.
Okay, you made it. So now it is going to attack you with its tail. That's an 11.
That's a miss.
That is a miss. It is done.
All
It's
right.
not moving anywhere.
Okay.
So Lynn's turn.
All right. Lynn's going to back up because it's taken its reaction.
Yep.
So she's going to 5, 10, or wait, no. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to back up to there.
Okay.
And she is going to... Does this thing look near death?
It's looking pretty hurt.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say near death, but it's looking a little worse for wear, and it's not reacting to anything. There's like no emotion or anything. It's just it's just watching you very intently, ignoring everything else.
All right. I'm going to cast a 3rd level chromatic orb.
Okay.
I have not taken my advantage.
No,
Oh.
you haven't.
You know what? I should have taken an advantage on... on a saving throw. Because it's attack roll or saving throw.
I mean,
Or
you didn't
ability
fail a
check.
save, so...
Yeah, but it just says the chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within a minute.
Oh, that's true. It would have been on that.
It would have been on that.
Yep. So you don't have advantage. The spell's
So
in.
I don't have advantage. But still gonna try to hit it with bless. So I'm casting Chromatic Orb.
Yep.
And we're gonna go with... Ooh, what are we gonna go with? We'll go with acid.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Don't matter.
7 plus 2 is 9. What's your spell attack?
That ain't a 7.
Oh, is that a nat 1?
Yup.
No!
Have I already used my beloved for the day?
You have 2 of them. Minimum.
I do have 2 of them, so
You can.
I'm gonna use
You can use that for
my
advantage.
inspiration to give myself advantage.
There you go.
Hopefully this is a little better.
A 2. And you don't have a plus 11.
Can I use another beloved?
Nope. Only 1 per roll.
I don't have.
You can't have double advantage on a roll.
That's just.
That sucks.
Such garbage.
Do you have anything you want to do with your bonus? Flip it off. Yeah.
Yes, I'd like to use my bonus action to flip it off. Thank you.
Nope.
Alright, so Bubo's turn. Bubo is going to attack. And misses. And then Lily is going to attack.
With a +2 and a d4.
Yep. So that's a hit. And that's a hit. That's 19 piercing. And then she is going to unarmed strike for a bonus. And that's a hit. And that's 8 points of damage, and it is dead. We are out of rounds.
Cool. I feel a little less bad about using my last 3rd level spell slot and absolutely whiffing it. That was going to be glorious. I was going to do 5d8 of acid damage. 5d8!
Glorious! Lily starts looking this thing over.
Yeah, Lynn will come over and take a look too. We're not still blessed, are we? It's only for a minute.
No, it'll be gone.
Okay, but we can be guided.
Yes.
And this is what, investigation?
No, there's no skill check.
Oh.
This is exactly what was described in the book. These are mage hunters. Their chitin is exactly the same as the plates and pieces that you found near Wiltroot Hall, the Rose Stage, the Pond, and in the Scriptoria collections.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to look inside the windows of this building. Is there somebody?
Hold on a second, I'm not done.
Okay.
You both read that book, correct?
Yes.
Alright. The book describes that the mage hunters work in pairs. So you both are fairly certain that, because it's not groups larger than pairs, it is only pairs, that there are no more around. So, now what would you like to do?
go around the building, see if I can look in the windows and around the building and whatnot, and see if I can find anybody.
Now that you're taking a closer look at this building, it seems to be a groundskeeping storage building. It's locked up. There are ventilation hatches that can be opened and closed, but there aren't any windows.
Okay.
It's a storage shed for equipment.
Okay. So unlikely that there was somebody in here commanding them or whatnot.
Correct.
And there's no other pair around that we can see.
There wouldn't be, according to that book.
I mean, if they work in pairs, that doesn't mean there can't be two pairs.
They work only in pairs.
Okay.
So, and I said this already. Would you like me to read it again?
No.
Oh, okay. I can. People come to watch us play D&D, not have a water fight.
Lynn's just gonna walk up and kick it.
Take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, fine.
Hell, for 1 point, kick it some more. Alright, so you see walking by, apparently looks like it might be, because it's not guiding anybody, is one of the guide automaton. Walking by, and it... and you can almost imagine the exclamation point above its head as it changes direction and heads your direction. Good evening, students. I see there's been trouble. I am summoning the authorities. You do not need to stay behind, unless you need medical attention.
Nothing a good night's rest won't help.
All right. I have scanned your identities. If the authorities wish to speak with you, they know how to contact you. Please, return to your homes safely.
She mutters something in Draconic. That's basically like, that's what we were trying to do in the first place.
It
Come
has
on, Lily.
already dismissed you.
Yeah.
All right. So, you heading back home?
Yep. You know, I was gonna joke.
Oh, Bubo does not. He actually grows.
Yeah, Vash probably does too.
And is like bodyguard mode.
Vash just flies above.
Okay.
I was gonna joke with Mina about, hey, it'll probably be our luck on the way home we get attacked. I chose not to, because I thought that would just be tempting fate.
More whispers kick up.
Shut up, you.
And Lily looks at your face, and then looks at your chest and says, "Yeah, shut up, you." How weird would that look if someone walked by? And she blushes. Your chest is talking to me, Lynn.
This is news. Does it say anything intelligible to you? Because it doesn't to me.
It's saying nothing I can repeat in polite company.
Whatever made you think I'm polite company?
It'll be good to get off campus for a while after this.
Yeah, although there's a part of me that wants to find whoever's behind this and take them off campus for a bit.
Yeah, that would be nice. So anything else tonight?
No. Lynn just needs to...
Xander and, and Drozimir are knocking on your door early in the morning. Lily gets up and gets the door, says, I'll get it.
Okay.
As she just jumps off the loft. Lands in the living room. Fine. She opens the door. And he glomps her. And Drozomir's like, oh, you look fine. Lily? Or Lynn? Lynn!
Fine. I'm fine.
We heard about last night. You're all right.
I'm fine. It got a swipe in on me, but it wasn't that bad.
What were they? They looked like... We heard that they looked like big bugs. Spiders, Xander said, and gives a very visible shiver. Spiders!
They're kind of worse than that, honestly.
Lily says, "Oh, you don't like how they look? Wait till you hear the name." And she goes up to him and says, "Mage Hunters." And he's like, "You're just picking fun at me." And Drozimir's like, "Not from what I've read."
Yeah.
Pushes his glasses up a little bit.
She comes out now, finally dressed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, your beds are up on the loft.
Yeah.
The second floor, and it rings. This is terrible. They're going to increase, I hope, security on campus. What if one of those showed up in the Biblioplex?
Well, it wouldn't be one, it would be two.
2?
Yep.
I didn't read that detail.
Always in pairs.
Cinder's like, "Course! Can't be 1 spider, 2 spiders." And Bubo grows to large and says, it just goes like this: "That big? Spiders? I'm transferring. I can't stay here." Mother's like, "Oh, stop it. We squashed them like the spiders that they are." She's like, "I don't know. That's terrifying."
Lynn uses prestidigitation to make a little image of what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
She says, "This is what it looks like, but that big."
He shivers and says, "I need some tea. Let's go get some tea."
Okay.
He says, "I'm buying."
Okay.
And Lily's like, "And then we need to go see my father."
Yeah.
Here's hoping he hasn't heard anything.
He probably has. Although, I don't know. If he had, maybe he'd been the one that banging on our door.
Maybe. He is very preoccupied, and I did tell him it's the last week before everybody leaves.
Yeah.
That I expect my time to say goodbye to people.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Well, let's go get that tea.
Xander is just still visibly shaken. Like, "Oh my god. Oh." And Lily's just patting him on the back. I've been writing cheers for next year.
Before we go too far, though,
Uh-huh.
I'll catch up with you guys. Lynn's gonna try to go to Mina's place,
Okay.
since she's leaving in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
just in case she's heard anything.
Okay, well, you guys were woken up before Mina was scheduled to leave.
Yeah.
So,
So,
alright, you and Vash head off that way?
yep.
Okay.
Just to sort of do the, "Hey, I'm fine, see? I'm right here.
Okay.
If you hear anything..."
So, you show up, and she's just finished loading, things up on a levitation cart.
Mm-hmm.
Like a fancy tensor's floating disc that's being hauled by an automaton.
Mm-hmm.
Lynn, I didn't know you were coming to help, but I'm done.
Well, we got attacked last night on the way home.
By who?
By what?
By what?
They're called mage hunters. And she shows the image again.
She pulls out a scrap piece of paper and writes the name down. I don't know anything about them.
There's a book in the scriptorium that I can point you to that goes into detail about them. But the gist of it is, as she has Vash grow to the size. They're about that big. And they always come in twos.
I will keep my eyes peeled.
It was partly to warn you, but also to let you know that if you hear anything, because Xander and... Who was the other one?
Drozimir.
Xander and Drozimir showed up at our door this morning because they had heard about what happened.
I mean, campus gossip.
True.
My head has been in the sand, focused on getting ready.
Well, I was worried that maybe you had heard something or you would hear something on your way out. So this is just me saying, look, I'm in one piece. I'm fine.
I'm glad you're alright.
And be careful.
I will be. They might be indigenous to this world.
They're created, aren't they?
You don't know. They're monstrosities.
I could have swore the book said that they were created.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Says, well, at any rate, they really seem to go after whoever they go after mages, and they prefer arcane over the other types of magic. So, be careful.
I will be careful. You be careful. You're sticking around.
Well, no. Most likely not.
What is that supposed to mean?
Lily and I are going to try to sign up on her dad's ship for the summer.
Oh. Okay.
So, get off campus for a little while, see some sights.
Okay. What have you heard about him?
About her father?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more than she's told me and what I've seen of him when he's come around. Why?
I don't know if it's my place to say.
Let me guess. He deals in slightly below board deals.
No.
No? Then why are you concerned?
She takes you a little bit farther away from the automaton, kind of eyeing it. And she speaks lowly. He's a pirate.
Okay. I mean, look. I did some slightly shady stuff in my days as a sailor.
Okay.
You know, ship things that nobody wants anybody to know about.
Smuggling isn't murdering people.
Well, just because you're a pirate doesn't mean you murder people. It could just mean you smuggle a lot.
That's not a pirate. That's a smuggler. Literally, he has been linked to the destruction of several spell-jamming vessels and a couple of vessels on various seas on various worlds. He kills people.
Alright. You're certain of this?
Yes. As certain as the information I gave you about the book you were looking for.
How did you come across this information? I mean, did you look at it? Because
I heard what happened with the sing-off, and I wanted to look into the hurtful things that Quintilius was saying about Lily. And it turns out someone else has done their research too.
Okay.
I'm not saying don't sign on, because pirates don't always pirate. I'm just saying maybe know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, but if he decides to pirate and I'm on board, what am I supposed to do? I can't exactly say no.
Yeah, I know. But that's up to you. I can't make your decisions for you. I can only help you make informed ones.
right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Gives her a kiss. Now, get off campus.
I'm not sure I want to now.
Is that a choice you have?
No.
Well, then,
It's time to go.
want doesn't play into it, does it?
Yeah. Be careful.
I will.
And she leaves. Walking with the automaton, taking her stuff to her conveyance off-world.
Mm-hmm. I send Vash to just keep an eye on her.
Mm-hmm.
Shrink down a little bit and just fly above, keep an eye, make sure she makes it to...
Okay.
As I head back towards where the tea and stuff is being done.
Yeah, they're just at the cafeteria
Yep.
having tea. They poured you a cup. It is cooled down just enough to where it's no longer scalding.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you reassure your two best friends that you guys are fine, and they start telling you the details of what they heard. All they heard was that an automaton came across the two of you and two very large crushed bugs. Didn't say exactly how large. And Lily apparently has been telling them the details while you were gone. Because they're telling anybody who stops by with questions what Lily said, and Lily's filling in details or correcting the telephone, so to speak.
Yep.
And pretty soon, things are spreading. More kids come in, like with their families and whatnot. More students come in with their families, grabbing a bite before heading off or whatever. And, pointing out the campus heroes and, those, who knows how many of us those things would have killed. They go for people like us. And their parents looking worried and giving you guys thankful looks, and yeah, the day just passes that way. The rest of the week. The next day, you guys go and visit. No.
No.
Uh-oh.
At least not necessarily.
Later that night or the next morning, you're having this conversation.
Probably the next morning.
Okay. Lily's like, "You ready to go see Dad?"
No.
No?
I've got reason to believe that not everything that Quintilia said was a lie about your father. I don't mind smuggling, but there are lines.
I mean, I don't think that he would resume normal operations with his daughter and her roommate aboard.
Why not? He wants you to get in the family business.
I'm not in the family business yet, and he wants to see me alive to that point. I mean, I planned on asking him what his plans were before we signed up.
Plans change. And if we're out there on the ship, we can't do shit about it. I don't know. I look the other way on a lot of things, but I don't know if I can on this. I don't know if I want to work for somebody that does that.
I can understand that. I don't want to be in that business. He is my dad, and it was an opportunity. And like I said, as long as he could assure me that he wouldn't press either of us into something that we don't want to do.
Yeah, but I also don't want to... I don't want to support someone who's just going to take what they earn and... I mean, I get it. If I don't work for him, he'll find somebody else, or I'll be just fine, and he'll still do what he's gonna do, but I won't have been a part of it.
That's fair enough. We'll just stay here on campus and sun's out, buns out, baby. Come on, it's not a big deal. I was just offering for you because you want to get... I know you. You miss it. That's why we took this apartment.
Well, I might look into signing up.
And, you know, you were super honest with me. The least I could do is come clean, like I was going to on the ship. We'll just do it over the summer here. There won't be anybody to interrupt us. And if it turns out that I can't trust you, I'll just kill you.
You'll have to try pretty hard.
Could be fun. I'm getting the taste for the scrap now, especially after last night.
Yeah, well, when they come after me and don't drop you on your ass...
Hey now! I was doing my best to be the meat shield.
My point is that you're a lousy meat shield.
Wow.
Because when you have kept them locked down to you, or they've been more interested in you...
Okay, so I'm not technically the meat shield. This little guy is.
So anyway, if you were interested in doing something, we could look into signing up on another ship. One that's perhaps a bit more reputable.
We could.
I mean...
But if you're worried about Dad, we should tell him which ship we're on.
Well,
So
yeah.
he doesn't get any ideas.
Well, yeah, I mean... That would kind of be it. Just, hey, we decided to join up on a ship for a little bit over the summer. This is the ship that we're going to be on.
And there's a knock at the door.
I go answer it.
It is Captain Mina. Lily's dad.
Ah.
Alindra. Hi.
Hi.
I've come to see my daughter. Is she in?
I glance back at her. Yeah, she's in.
Hi, Daddy. Hello, sweetheart. Just wanted you to know it's going to be another 3 or 4 days before the ship is fixed. So if you wanted to do something while I'm here, it's like, actually, Daddy, I was wondering if you might come with us down to the harbor and give us your opinion on a ship that we can maybe sign on for the summer. Get a little bit of experience without the whispers of nepotism, of course. And he kind of smirks. I know the reason why you'd ask. Kind of glances at you real quick. Yeah, Dad, she knows. What about our talk? Dad, we've been through life and death together. I can't keep that from her.
If it makes you feel better, it didn't come from her.
That's actually more concerning. But, yes, I'd be happy to come with you and take note of the name of the vessel you sign on with. It just would not do not to have that information.
Lynn's just quiet.
Says, I would appreciate it, Dad. Well, whenever you're ready, I'm ready. I have my ship being taken care of, so the immediate stress is over.
Well, there's no time like the present.
So, you guys head down to the harbor. Give me... And we'll go with percentile again. You want low. $100.
Close.
98. Okay. So there is one vessel in the harbor. It looks like a giant sea turtle.
Okay.
It is completely animal themed. It's even got the two parts of the shell and a little head sticking out and legs.
Okay.
And it just looks... Someone had a day. They're like, excuse me, I want my ship to look like a turtle. So it does.
Okay.
This is a Spelljammer thing. Most of the ships look like animals or bugs of some sort. Captain Mina is not looking favorably at this ship. It's one of the toughest designs there is. Most likely shipping cargo. Bound to be a quiet trip. Not very fast. I'm not sure what the turnaround time for the trip's going to be. But you're welcome to ask. I'll wait here. Actually, there's a tavern off that way. I'll see you there for lunch.
Sure.
He nods. Lily gives him a kiss on the cheek as he walks away. I was really expecting there to be more options.
Yeah.
But
too.
nothing saying we have to sign on day one.
This is true.
So let's take a look. The way most ships sign crews, they have a little folding desk on the dock.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go aboard to sign on. And there's a quartermaster there with the books. He's handing out pay to sailors that have their belongings over their shoulder and seem to be leaving. And another line where he's signing people up. Oi, you two?
Yeah. I was wondering, what's your turnaround time gonna be?
We're going to be out 6 months.
Oh. Alright. Sorry. And
Sure.
she heads off.
Give me a perception check. And if you're going to roll single die for yourself, roll one for Vash as well.
Okay.
I will roll... That's crap.
So dirty 20 for Lynn.
Nice.
And 15 for Bash.
Dirty 20 for Lily. And 17 for Bubo.
Nice.
What was Vash?
15.
15. You and Lily both hear. And actually, you're not sure if Bubo does or that there's been a ship missing for a couple of years that some of the sailors used to sail on. The last they knew is that they took an exclusive chartered gig where the cargo was a single passenger. Hasn't been heard of since they completed the job.
Huh. Do they list a name of this ship?
They do not. And they're walking in a different direction, so you lose most of the conversation.
Well, that sucks.
Lily's like, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Were there any other passengers on the ship that brought you?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
That's creepy. Well, landlubbers for at least another day, huh?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go after the people who were talking.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Hmm?
I couldn't help but overhear. You said something about a ship that you served on
Yeah?
that had a single passenger and then
Disappeared.
what was the name of the ship?
The San Christopher.
Was that the one that Lynn was on?
You don't know. You never saw the name of it.
This is true. Do you know where the passenger came from and was going to?
All I know is that someone was trying to hire any vessel that would take the job. And the price kept going up until the San Christopher decided it was too good to pass up. And they were paid. They were paid.
Do I recognize these two? Do they
No,
look familiar at all?
they don't. We were paid. I was on that ship.
Do you know anything about the passenger?
I don't. We were forbidden to interact with them.
What would they do? Keep him holed up in a room or something?
The other one says, "Oh, I heard it was a woman."
A woman, you say?
We were holed up in some damn blizzard before the passenger was brought aboard. Cloaked. Didn't see anything about them that was interesting. And I got caught looking. Spent a week in the bilge for it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's why I chose to leave after the job was done, and I got my piece. That was not fair. The other one's like, dodged a bolt there, didn't you? He says, yeah. I haven't seen anybody who stayed on. It's been 2 years.
Wow, I'm glad to hear you're fine.
Yeah, well, they were dropped off here, so I'd be careful. Anybody who draws that kind of an attention that would make a whole ship disappear. You could be rubbing elbows with them in class.
You think the ship disappeared because of the passenger? I mean, from what I understand, it's kind of dangerous out there.
It is, unless you stick to the established shipping lanes. This job was way off the shipping lanes. But they had no reason to take a similar job after. Hell, the officers should have been able to buy their own ships after that job.
You were paid that well?
Some of us were. We worked for shares. The captain was 5-1 to the crew. The officers, depending on seniority, Could have been as high as 3-1. 3-1, they made a lot. And if they invested properly, or if they had enough squirreled away to add to it, could have bought their own ships.
You said it was the Saint Christopher?
San Christopher.
San Christopher? Well, here's hoping they just went on a really long trip, and you'll see your companion someday.
The other one's like, well, here's hoping it's just a bit of minor damage to the spell jamming helm. Could be the orrery, the other one says. Could be the orrery. And then they found themselves on the doorstep of a solar dragon, eh? They laugh a little nervously. If that's all, miss, we've got appointments.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Of course. Good day to you.
Mm-hmm.
Lily's still hanging back where she was.
Well, I believe your father wanted lunch.
Yeah, let's go have lunch. You don't have to. You can go back if you want.
No. I need to make sure he's not going to do anything stupid trying to figure out whoever got the information.
How are you going to do that?
Don't know.
Well, my father's the practical sort, not the vengeful sort. He knows it's out there. He's just going to deal with it. This isn't like a member of his crew. So you really don't have to worry about Mina.
I never said who gave me the information.
She's the only person that you've seen.
I've talked with other people.
All right, let's go. And she wanders over. She's looking kind of depressed. Still trying to crack jokes and whatnot, but she's looking depressed. Anything else?
Not right now. If she's interested in that conversation, Lynn will discuss it with her later, but not before this.
Yeah, she'll discuss it with you, but she's got no opinions one way or the other. And with that, that is the end of today's episode. We are now level 6.
Woo!
So we will be leveling up this week. Actually, we have 2 weeks to level up because next week is Interlude 2.
I'm glad you said it instead of me.
So, I hope you guys found this a little bit informative, entertaining. Something like that. We do it for you guys. And, you know, it's not that much more work than just running it for us. Although, it is better because we're less tempted to run, like, all weekend long. So, and we do need to get to bed at some point. But, thanks for stopping in. Take care.
Bye.